Hello everybody and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Zina. I am a certified esthetician and a certified nail tech in Canada. Today I have for you another haul video. So this haul today is from the popular online website called Aliexpress. It is similar to eBay or Amazon or Wish. If you've heard of any of those, you've likely heard of Aliexpress as well. It is a site where you can find absolutely anything on. They have a huge range of products that they offer. I personally don't shop from there very often, but I know there's some products you can get there that are cheap and decent quality. So I decided I would give them a try. So I have my basket full of products. So let's just jump right in and see what I purchased. One thing I want to tell you about first, be careful what you're purchasing. Know that you get what you pay for. Lots of the products are relatively cheap. Like we're talking a couple dollars max for some of these products. So you are getting what you pay for. The quality will not be exceptional. There are some exceptions to that rule, as with every rule, but just know you're getting what you pay for. And number two, they're coming from all over the world. Some of my packages came from the States, some of them came from like across seas in China. So know that they're not coming from somewhere local for the most part. Shipping may take a while. I got some of my items right away, whereas some of my other items, they took a couple weeks, couple months to get here. A couple months is exaggerating, but it has happened before. So just know, A, you're getting what you're paying for, and B, don't order from there if you're in a rush to get the item. Order from somewhere more local because shipping does take a while. Those are just some warning lights, so just be cautious. Same with any online shopping, just be cautious and know what you're getting yourself into. So let's take a look at what's in my basket. Okay, so up first I purchased this training hand. I have been wanting to get more into tutorial videos. I know my channel has mostly been haul videos and videos like that, but I want to get more into kind of doing tutorials. So I thought this hand would be a great help for doing tutorials like that. I can just do the designs on the different tips here and you'll actually see it kind of more true to life than just doing it on a swatch stick. So that's why I purchased this. However, I have one problem with it. My desk is fairly wide, I think, or thick, whatever you want to call it, and it just comes on this little clamp, and then this bottom part just kind of screws up. But this clamp does not open wide enough for me to fit it on my desk. So my fiance, he has agreed to come up with some new solution for this clamp to make it wider. Probably have to just find a new clamp or something. Anyways, right now I currently cannot use it with the desk, but as you see, it's just on a movable arm. You can position it however you want to. So once this is up and ready, I am very, very excited to give this a try, and I'm sure you will see it in some upcoming videos. So along with my hand, it also came with, I think it's 100 more replacement tips. So the tips on these, they just kind of like pop off. And so you can like sculpt on these, you can do whatever you want, but they are very easy. Unlike some practice hands and stuff where you have to actually glue the tip on, these ones just pop off and there's just a little groove. It's probably not going to focus that closely, but there's just a little groove where the tip just kind of sits in there. So it also came with the practice hand along with 100 extra tips. And I know you can buy these tips as well as replacements if you run out. They're everywhere, you can find them everywhere. So that was my first purchase, and I can't wait to give it a try, but like I said, it needs some repairs done to it first. Okay, so another thing that I've purchased from Aliexpress, and I've actually had this one since about January, so I've had it for almost a year, but it is this Sun UV2 UV LED light. So it's very similar to some of the other lights on the market. They look the same. They are supposedly wire different. I don't know. I'm not a light expert, but this is just my opinion. I use this one for pedicures. It works great. This bottom piece is just magnetically attached. So it just comes off and then you can just place it over top of the foot really easily. So that is what I use these for when I'm doing gel polish or gel toes. And then actually this top piece right here, it is removable. So you can change the color. It came with this pink one, a black one, and a white one. So on the back here, it has a 10 second, 30 second, 60 second, and then 90 second low heat mode. So that's kind of cool that it has so many different functions on it. If you don't push one of the buttons, it will automatically turn on for 2 minutes, which is great because unless your gel products are UV LED, they require 2 minutes curing time, whereas LEDs, some require 30, some require 60. So it's great that this light has all those different options. I love this light. My only complaint with it is that it has a high heat spike, but I'm learning that that's normal for LED curing products, is for the high heat spike. So this light does have the high heat spike. If that's something you're worried about, it does have that low heat mode on it. I haven't really played around with that. Like I said, I use this for pedicures, so I haven't really played around with it much on nails. I will be purchasing a second one of these to give it a try on nails a little bit more, but currently I just have the one and I use it for pedicures. The other thing about this is it came as a, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it is for, I believe the UK has this kind of plug-in, so it's not your standard Canadian plug-in. So it did come with this adapter, which was great. I believe on the site it asked you where you're using it. So I don't know if it's standard that they come with this, but I said I was in Canada, so they sent me this adapter, which is great. It just clips onto this other one, and then it does stand up. Like once you plug it in, you will see that there is quite a bit of gap here. But it's also nice because then I can fit in other plugins underneath it if need be. But that's another just concern that, not necessarily concern, but just something to note because it did not come from the Canada or the States. So it does have more of an international plug-in to it, but it did come with the adapter. Alright, so now we're going to flip the camera around because the rest of the products I purchased are smaller products. So let's flip it around and show you what else I purchased from it. Okay, so up first we have this super cute brush holder. So I have seen these when I was at the CNTC. A couple distributors there had these, and they were way more expensive. However, they did look a little more expensive. This one does look a little bit cheap to me. However, it will serve the same purpose. So it's just kind of this little almost crown type holder, and it'll just sit on your desk like this, and then you just place your brushes there, and so it just kind of holds your brushes off of the surface of your table. I currently don't have a brush holder, so I am very excited to use this one. My only complaint with this product was some of the kind of pearls fell off in transport. They were still in the bag, so I'm just going to take either some gel or some nail glue or something and just glue them back on. I'm excited to give this one a try. Okay, so up next I purchased this armrest. So it's a body brand, I'm not sure, I just did a search. And it came in a bunch of different colors. I just picked white because I figured it would go the best with my decor in my salon. And this top part is just a little grippy kind of silicone mat, which is nice and comfortable for your clients. And then they would just rest their arm on it just to give them a little bit more comfort. So I've seen people talk about these before, so again, it was just a couple dollars, so I figured I'd give it a try. I have not used it yet, so I don't know how my clients like it, but I will try to give you guys an update on how I find this to work. So we have 5 different colors in this wheel. These 4 over here are all the same, which is cool because they're kind of almost like peacock colors. Not sure if you'll be able to see that, maybe once I flash that. But can you see all the different colors that are getting reflected in these? So that's why I wanted to pick these ones up. So we have kind of some crystal AB ones similar. These ones are kind of bluey greenies. These ones are your blue purples. And these ones are kind of opals. And then these ones are kind of orangey yellow pinkies. So these will be kind of fun to play with. Again, they are not genuine Swarovskis. But I will still use these on my clients or myself and just give them a try, see how they hold up, see how I like them. Okay, so sticking to the gem wheels, again, these are not real Swarovskis, they are just plastic gems. However, I love the shape of these. They are kind of your oblong oval, maybe? I'm not sure what shape they actually are, but as you can see, they increase in size. So you have some smaller ones all the way up to larger ones. They're all kind of that crystal AB look. They're a little bit more bluey than your typical crystal AB, but I can foresee some really cool designs with these, so I can't wait to give them a try. Okay, up next I purchased 5 of these acrylic brushes. They are just super cheap acrylic brushes. We have number 10, number 8, 4, 6, and 2. I want to get into acrylic a little bit more, at least to play around. I do want to take my journeyman, and in order to take my journeyman, I need to know acrylic. So actually, in about 2 weeks, I'm taking an acrylic class, so I'm looking forward to that. Stay tuned for a vlog about that. But in the meantime, I did not own any acrylic brushes, so I just purchased these just to play around. I'm sure the quality on these is not great, but they will do for me just learning. Okay, so the next thing I purchased was this Born Pretty stamping guide. And what it is just, it kind of looks like another stamping plate. However, you would put your typical stamping plate behind it, put this over top, and then scrape and pick up, and it would just pick up in the design. So I thought this would be really cool to do kind of like this triangle one I could see me using a lot, to just kind of do a pattern in the triangle part, or the circle and just do a circle with kind of maybe like a floral pattern or a zigzag pattern inside. So I thought that was kind of cool to play around with. I don't know if it's work, I have not tried it, but it is Stamping Guide G002. If anybody's wondering, if anybody's played around with this kind of stamping guide, please let me know. Let me know what do you think of it. Okay, so another item that I purchased were these stainless steel pinching tools. I have seen these a lot of places, and personally I have never been properly trained how to pinch, but I wanted these just to kind of play around on myself until I learn how. But you would just attach it to the nails, similar to this I believe, and it would just give you a really nice C-curve. So it's kind of the reverse of a tweezer, so it gets held shut and then you pinch it to open it. Then you would just put it on and then you could let go of it once it's on the nail. Okay, so another thing I picked up were these bullion beads. So what they are just really tiny little kind of metallic beads. So we have gold, silver, and then we have a rose gold as well. They were sold individually or they were sold in packages, so I picked up the package of 3 just because you never know which kind of color will go best with your design. So they are just really tiny beads and they can be a little finicky to work with. However, if you want to see how I work with these, let me know and I can definitely do a video on it. I did use the rose gold ones the other day and they were actually a lot easier to work with than I thought. So if you struggle with it, just let me know and I'm happy to share how I do it. Okay, another thing I picked up was kind of this foil. I have 3 different foils to show you. So the first one came in this little baggie, which I honestly was expecting this to be a sticker, but when I went back and read the description, I realized I just didn't read it properly and that it did say it was a foil. So it is just holographic little roses. I know that's kind of blinding. But so again, you would just use your foil glue or whatever, and then you would just place this on the nail and you'd get a little holographic rose. Super simple design. I am very excited to play around with this, and as you see, like, you get a ton of it in one roll. Okay, so this is the next foil that I purchased, and it is just a nice see-through black foil. So it came in a little jar like this, which is how I like keeping my foils. I find it easier. So on this stick, I just used it over top of clear. You could put a color underneath, or it would look really cool if you kind of did like this top portion in black, and then you kind of had it fading from black into a lacy design. That would look really pretty. But again, there is a ton of product on here. So super pretty black lace foil. Okay, and then this is the last item in this haul, and my last foil that I picked up. It is your seashell foil, which are very hard to find. I know one nail tech, Brooke Weber, in Saskatoon, she constantly posts pictures using this foil, and every single time I'm like, where did you get it? And she says she can't find it anymore. So I actually picked one up for her as well when I did find it. And it is so, so pretty. It's kind of like the inside of your clamshell. It is so, so pretty. She's mixed it with some purple glitter, some pinks. You can mix it with some greens. Whatever you wanted, you could mix this with. And I have another sample that I've done with it. So this is what the foil looks like. This has a black base, but you could do it over whatever base you wanted to, or you don't even need a base. But it is so stunning. I cannot wait to play around with this and see what kind of things I can create with it. Okay, so that is the end of this haul video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've purchased anything from AliExpress and what you would recommend purchasing from sites like that. I am always willing to try new nail art products. I love doing nail art. It is my passion. So yeah, let me know if you're going to pick up any of these things that I picked up. I will try to post a link for everything that I purchased down below. Don't quote me, some stuff kind of comes and goes off these sites, so I may not be able to find the link for them, but if I can, I will be sure to link it down below so you guys can go and check out any of the products that I mentioned in this video. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check back next Monday for my next video. Have a great day. Bye!